Hi there, birdies! Welcome into another pick a card. So, with the Futures Past series over, I kind of wanted to change things up a little bit and also, keep up with the good vibes and talk about blessings. So, today we are going to take a look at what are the next blessings coming into your life, what are the big positive changes that are coming up, and a lot of you have been asking for the future child reading or future children, and we're definitely going to have that, okay? But maybe next week, something like that. We'll see. But today we have a blessings video. So as always, we have 4 beautiful pals with us. We don't have crystals today. I did this scenario here a while back and I actually enjoyed it. So we brought the plants back. And you can also choose by the timestamps. They're going to be down below, okay? Whatever you feel more called to. We do have a few cards here with some keywords. So if an imagery calls to you, if a word calls to you, definitely take that as a sign and definitely use it as your confirmation that this is your pal and this is where you need to go, okay? But that being said, let's get started here. And for pal number 1, we have this beauty over here with the card Friend. All right. We have my little pom-pom showing up there. But for pile number 2, we have this big guy with the card Energy. Alrighty. For for pile number 3, we have this dude and the card Truth. And for pile number 4, we have this dude right here and the card Beauty. All right. So with that being said, again, you can choose by the timestamps. Maybe there is a significant number. You can choose by the little plants, by the little cards, whatever you prefer. Whenever you're ready, you just have to go there and I'll see you over there. Hi there, pal number 1. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose Friend and our little guy, this is the right place. Let me see if you're in frame. Your buddy is going to help us channel the messages today. And I do want to mention, before we get started here with your reading, I do want to mention that I did see 502 twice on the clock. So there is this feeling of some pretty big important changes could be coming up in the form of new cycles, maybe especially related with partnerships. It could be career partnerships, friend partnerships, love partnerships, okay? But there could be like a big change going on in your personal relationships, let's say. But these cards over here, this is actually your last cards. This is going to be your advice, what your guides would like you to do right now to align and to receive these blessings, okay? So we're going to look at these in the end. And now let's honor not all my oracle decks, but almost all of them. And let's find out what are the next blessings. So we have Spirit Guide. Ah, how beautiful. And we have Truth. Oh, and there is a pal that is called Truth. So maybe you were kind of drawn between those two. Definitely take a look at it if that is the case. That could be your message, your little sign. But we have Star. The silver energy of a star brings good luck and serendipity with 21. We also have Abracadabra with wings, 23. Fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. For some reason, I'm picking up that these could be ages. It could also be like days. So the 23rd or the 21st of a month. But we have Blossoming. Where am I going to do that? Let's put here. With the number 33. And we have Precious Time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. All right. And I think I want to look at these later on. So it does appear that right now you're in a very good, positive energy for yourself with this spirit guide and the truth. I do feel like it's like you're being authentic to who you are, and you're getting into this point of like, I know exactly what I want, and I'm not going to stop until I have that thing. And we have here like good luck twice, good fortune, serendipity. So you're really like, the energy that you're in right now, it's very powerful and it's very abundant. And so I do feel like whatever you set your mind to, I feel like you can manifest that very easily, very quickly. I am getting this big energy of like a glow up, because we have star, we have blossoming. So I do get this big thing on a glow up, and it could be physical. But I also feel like it's just in your life. I feel like your life is having a glow up. I feel like your life is getting into this place of, I don't know, just like, I feel like you wake up and every single day you feel so grateful. And I feel like every single day you just feel like, oh, wow, like this is the life I've been wanting for so long. And now it's here. I really get this feeling of you're getting everything that you've always wanted. And I feel like it's going to make you very happy. I also get this feeling of like you could be getting some sort of recognition when it comes to your career, especially if you deal with social media or music specifically. But it could also be related with actually, well, not all types of arts, but I'm getting specifically like music or dance or anything that you need time to kind of deal with that, So music, obviously, it deals with time. We also have dance, which also deals with time. So anything that deals with that, I feel like it would also bring you a lot of prosperity and abundance. And I also get this feeling of like, I feel like there's a feeling of prime time, I feel like it could be that you're going to like upload something or something that you're working on. It's like you release a song, or you have this gig that it's like it's perfect timing, and it's like a scout is going to be there and they're going to watch you, and it's going to be like the beginning of a whole new story. It could be that someone really important is watching your live stream. It's like there's something here about like perfect timing. There's something that you're going to do or something that you're going to say that it's going to show up and to happen in exactly when it needs to. And I almost feel like at that moment, because you're so aligned and because you're so connected with your higher self, I really get this feeling of you're going to be channeling messages, and whatever you say, it's going to come from your higher self and not from your conscious mind. So it could even be that you kind of, I'm even getting this thing of like, you may have this whole thing set up and this whole thing prepared, and then all of a sudden you decide to improvise. All of a sudden you decide to make this speech or to share a more personal story. It's like that is part of your higher self's message. It's like your higher self is coming through and not necessarily sabotaging. In this case, it's a good sabotaging, because they're really coming through and speaking through you. And I feel like that is going to have such a big impact on changing the whole rest of like your career. I really feel like this is a career message specifically, and maybe be really, really specific. So just take whatever resonates. But there is this really big sense of like you're getting recognized and things are really moving forward. And I feel like you are getting a lot of money. For some reason, I'm picking up on strong money energy. Again, that glow up as well. I also feel like there's something here possibly around like you creating boundaries and you perhaps letting go of someone that wasn't really good for you. Because we're going to get that thing of like changes and new cycles in partnerships and personal relationships. So I really get this feeling that you may be letting go of someone for you to be able to welcome a new person in. Something around those lines. So let's see here what else we have from the tea leaf fortune cards. Wishbone, a wish is granted. So beautiful. And I feel like it's going to come from the spirit guide. We also have bird. Oh, look at that. I was actually kind of picking up on that because like spirit guide, and then there's like this little bird here whispering on this girl's ear. And I do feel like you could have like a bird spirit guide because bird spirit guide. So yeah. And I kind of feel like there is this thing of, especially with this imagery here of like the bird whispering into the girl's ear, and it's almost like she's at a meeting, right? She's at some place where she kind of needs to speak up and she kind of needs to share something. And I feel like before this, she would be very, I don't know, like self-conscious, or like, oh, maybe I shouldn't talk about this personal side, or I shouldn't talk about like the story behind this piece, this song. And I feel like your spirit guide and your higher self are like, yo, you have to do it. You have to say it. Please say it. And that is going to change like the whole course of things. So news on the way. And we also have dark women. Dealing a relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. To be honest, I feel like this is you. And I'm even getting, it doesn't have to be that you are a woman. If you are, dark women, great. But I feel like this is just you. And it's like this energy of like, you're going to be the center of attention. This obviously could be as well, like when you're speaking to someone, you could be speaking to someone specifically. It's like maybe you're pitching an idea, you're talking about something to your boss, and that boss happens to be like a woman. This could be your confirmation, but I really get this feeling like this is you, and this is you really stepping up and becoming your best version ever. And it's like there's confidence coming from this. I get this feeling of like, I don't know, it's almost like your back is straight, shoulders, pulled back, and head held high. And it's like there's this thing of like, you really own yourself and you really own who you are, and you're not afraid to put yourself out there. And I really feel like that is a big blessing, because I feel like with that, no one can stop you, But I definitely feel like there is something really good coming in. And I feel like you speaking some sort of truth, it is going to bring in some sort of opportunity your way. So let's pull some tarot into this to try and get some more information. What are the next big blessings coming forward? For pile number 1, we have 2 of coins. We have the Tower. Strength. We have the Hanged Man. So far we have Pisces, Scorpio, and Leo energies, if that serves as confirmation, either for you or for, the dark woman here. Let's see, can we get one more? All right, we also have Aquarius with the star coming through. This is so beautiful. So we have the 5 of Wands as well. And bottom of the deck with this star, we also have the Fool, 2 Cups, and the Ace of Cups, which is amazing. This is Aries energy here. I really feel like you're jumping into a new beginning here. And again, there's that thing of like, I really feel like you're healing from a toxic cycle, possibly a lot of, not necessarily toxicity, but I feel like there was just a lot of drama or something. And I feel like you're stepping into a new beginning here in love that is just like so not full of drama, it's super easy, and I don't know, it's easy and it flows in a direction that you love it, that you love seeing it flow, because I feel like maybe there was a relationship here in the past where maybe, at one moment it was looking really good and things were really flowing in a nice direction, then boom, stagnation, then, oh, maybe we should try this again, and then going back, and just like this back and forth and this constant, like, I don't know what is going on. And I feel like with this new cycle in love, you know exactly what is going on, and you know exactly how to use it and how to work with it. And I feel like you're going to feel very, very satisfied with it. But when it comes here to the next blessings that are coming in, I feel like you could have struggled with seeing your potential and fully owning your truth, fully speaking your mind, and, just saying whatever you need to say, and sharing your ideas, sharing your more personal side, sharing your work, and I feel like that back and forth and that hesitation is completely transforming. Like we have this 2 of Pentacles, Tower, and the Strength card. It's like here, you were kind of trying to, go through your life, and it gets chaotic and it gets overwhelming, because then fear jumps forward and it's like, what am I doing? Maybe I shouldn't be here at all. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not talented enough. Maybe I don't have what it takes. Maybe I'll never find love. And then boom, I feel like I really get that, like this Tower, I get this feeling of like your spirit guides just jump forward and take charge and speak through you and speak from you, it's almost like you leave the space, but your body is still there, and your guides kind of jump into your body and they just speak with you. And I feel like from that point forward to Strength, there is this big, this big moment of confidence, and you just kind of step boldly into these new beginnings, and you tame your fears and you just let it go. I even get this thing that, to be honest, I feel like this is a very specific thing. I feel like this is a very like specific meeting, or a specific live stream, something that you have been working on, a project that you have been working on, a song that you have been working on, whatever the case may be. And I feel like it gets to this point where I feel like something happens. Maybe it's like you watch an inspirational movie, or you listen to a really high vibe song, something around those lines. And it's like all of a sudden, boom, your energy shifts and you're like, you know what? F this. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do what feels right. And I feel like out of the blue, you're this super confident person and you're selling it. You're selling your product. You're selling your song. You're selling your piece. You're improvising, right, during that gig. And it turns out that whoever was not watching you now is watching you because you're so captivating and you're so inspiring, and people just want to be like you. People just want to connect with you and know, like, how did you do that? Like, what inspired you? What was going through your mind? And I really get this feeling. It's like when before in your career, in your maybe even like a side hustle or something, things were kind of toned down and maybe you weren't getting a lot of recognition or something. I really feel like something awakes and all of a sudden everyone wants to work with you and everyone wants to be around you. If this is about love, it could be that you could have been in a very toxic relationship where the thing of like the back and forth, hesitation, and then I feel like you just wake up one day, or even it could be like a close friend that, I don't know, it's going through the same thing and you're watching how they are so miserable and so unhappy, and it kind of clicks to you like, oh my God, wait, this is me. And all of a sudden you just get into this point of, you know what? No, I'm not going to stick around here and wait for life to change without me taking action and changing it. And so I feel like you just wake up one day and it's like, you know what? No, I'm done with this. We're over. And then boom, you meet someone that I feel like it's going to happen pretty fast, because I feel like you could even have like secret admirers or something. And it's like all of a sudden you have all of these options and everyone wants to be with you. Everyone wants to work with you. And I feel like it's just boom. And I feel like it may get a bit overwhelming, but I feel like you're actually going to love it quite a lot. Because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's just part of your path, and I feel like you have been waiting for this for so long, and it's like it's finally time for you to do something about it, you know? And I really feel like you're getting that recognition. I also feel like you could be seeing someone for who they truly are. Maybe it's not necessarily, a friend that is going through a similar situation. It could just literally be that person, and they kind of, they screw things up and they lie or they cheat or something, and they're like, why am I even here? It's like there's this moment that it clicks, and this could be a friendship, this could be a career, this could be a coworker that maybe it's not that good of a friend. This could be any type of relationship, and I feel like you just get to this point where this person shows you their truth, and you're like, I'm not gonna stay here anymore. I'm gonna do what is best for me, But I really feel like there is this glow up energy. I really feel like you're speaking your truth, and because of it, a wish is definitely granted. And I definitely feel like there's something here around career where again, we have the star here again. So you're being the star. People are really looking up to you and wanting to be you, wanting to know you, wanting to connect with you. So, wow, that's really awesome. Let's see here. What do your guides want you to do for you to, bring in these blessings and for you to allow them in? So we have that friend card that you chose. Be as good a friend to yourself as you are to others. We have follow your heart, get grounded, empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. And we have share your what the heck? Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, expression. So we have been talking so much about like you speaking up and you specifically something around like music, right? And maybe this is about like you being a singer, and it's like share your voice, share your work. Okay, even if it is nothing related with time or nothing related with music or dance or anything like that, maybe it's just a product, share it, because there is a voice in it. And then there is this thing of like share that story, share that personal side. Even if you feel like that is not going to be very professional, I don't think that in this particular case matters, because I feel like this person knowing, like whoever you're pitching this towards, whether it is an audience or a specific person, I feel like they're going to feel more connected with the work that you do and with the thing that you're sharing, because you're sharing your story, because you're being real and honest, and you're like explaining, this is what was going through my mind when I did this song. This is what's going through my mind when I thought of this product, And I really feel like this is going to change your whole life, essentially. And I really feel like you're not going to have much of a choice, because it's like your spirit guides are just going to like zoom into you, and it's like, now we're taking charge of your body and your voice, and we're just going to say whatever you need to say to make this thing happen. I really feel like this is going to be a moment where I feel like afterwards you may look back and it's like, oh my God, did I just do that? Did I just say that? And I really get this feelings like you're going to be a bit shook. But I really get this feeling of like, with this, be as good a friend to yourself as you are to others. Again, if you are in a relationship or if you are in a situation that is not actually like in any type of situation, no matter what is happening here, even if it is that career thing and it's like you need to share your work. If it was a friend and they were like, oh, I have this project that I'm really happy about and I'm really proud, or I would like to improvise and I would like to, just be there and put myself out there in the stage, what would you say to that friend? Because like oftentimes we give better advice to others than we give to ourselves. It's like we give amazing advice to others, but then when it comes to us, we just don't know how to follow it, So what would you say to a friend? Create this hypothetical scenario where you have a friend and they're going through the same thing. What would you say to them? Maybe you would say like, follow your heart, do whatever, makes you feel good, do whatever makes you feel happier and more aligned and more authentic to who you are and more authentic to the dream life that you want to have. Maybe that would be something that you said. So do it. Whatever you would say to that friend, do it. Okay? And with this get grounded, I get this feeling of like you need to ground someone, you need to put someone on hold. I really feel like there is someone here that may be trying to sabotage your energy, and I do feel like it is like another message outside of all that career thing. Maybe not, but I kind of feel like it is, even if it is like a boss, for example. I don't think you're pitching this thing to your boss. I think you're pitching this to like a different company, to I don't know, maybe even to like your lower boss. It's like maybe you have different levels of bosses, or to the higher boss. Actually, it's like maybe the one-on-one boss that you have to deal with every day doesn't really support that idea and doesn't really want to work with you or doesn't really want you to move forward, and you're like, okay, you know what, I'm actually just going to go straight to the higher up boss, like the CEO or whatever, and I get this feeling like you may need to put someone on hold. You may need to put someone out of your life. Maybe for some of you, you're already doing that, and this is essentially just saying, yeah, you're doing the right thing. And don't worry, because your heart is going to be rewarded with a wish fulfilled. And I also get this feeling with the get grounded. There is this feeling of really connect with your heart and really connect with what makes you feel good and what makes you feel more at peace more than anything. Okay. I also feel like talking about that physical glow up, I feel like getting into, I don't think I was going to say like, eat more earthy vegetables and all that, and I feel like that is true, but I actually feel like it's not so much the glow up, it's not so much dependent on what do you eat. I feel like it's more dependent on like how you treat yourself, how you treat your body, how you treat your mind. I'm hearing something a lot about stress, so it could be that you need to manage that stress a little bit better, and I feel like that is what's hindering your glow up. Okay, so you may need to manage it a little bit better and also hydrate. I also need to hydrate, but we're almost done with the reading, so I'll wait a little bit. But definitely, like, be consistent with your water intake, because that also has a lot of impact, okay? I'm sorry, pawn number 1, I forgot. Whoopsie. I forgot to pull some timing for you, but we did get that maybe the 23rd is really important of a month. But let's pull some overall timing for when these blessings may be coming up. What is the little time frame here? So we have coming slowly, we have autumn, and very soon. So this is a bit, a bit of a stretch timing, but we do have this very soon. So it could be from spring to autumn. That whole period is going to be significant. But with this very soon, I feel like the opportunity for you to speak up and for you to have that meeting or something could come up very soon. I feel like your glow up, I feel like you start seeing it and may go a little bit up and down, and maybe it reaches this full potential around autumn. But I feel like this is something like I feel like your glow up is going to be more of a linear thing. And I feel like this opportunity for you to be recognized in something is like the actual event, where you share your voice, where you share your work or something, is happening very soon. And then I feel like the whole repercussion of it, so people wanting to work with you and maybe a project that you were pitching kind of taking off, that could happen. It's going to go slowly and it's going to go for an extended period of time. And maybe it reaches conclusion, or you are finally able to, I don't know, like share that project with the world, or I don't know, like the conclusion of the. So what I mean with this is like you have that meeting, you have that pitch, and people are like, yeah, we're totally on board. Like, I really love this song. We're going to release it. Or I would love to collaborate with you. I just heard this song and what it meant to you, and I would love to collaborate with you. And it's almost like that collaboration, you're going to work with it for some time. And then around autumn, it could be that, you know, you're releasing that new song with that collaboration, okay? So take that however it resonates, the message. But especially if you're watching this around autumn, then it's definitely happening very, very soon. But yeah, so pile number 1, I hope this resonated. I feel like this was very specific. So again, maybe some of you also felt drawn to the truth card. That would be pile number 3. So definitely go check it out, because maybe, you know, there are a few extra messages for you there. Only if you feel called to, of course. But yeah, so with that being said, pile number 1, this is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. I hope it helped. Don't forget to smash like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. And if you're interested in like zodiac sign readings, zodiac cusp readings, if you're words, you can definitely check out my other channels, the Sunny Virgo and the Sunny Virgo Tarot. And if you want to support me any further, you can check out my private readings and my Patreon. Over on Patreon, we have self-care content and twin flame readings. Excuse me. Okay, so with that being said, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi there, pile number 2. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose the energy card and this bad boy, you're definitely in the right place. We're going to put you here. Let me see if you're okay. And we're actually, the card that you chose, it's going to be at the end on like what your guides want you to do right now for you to be able to attract and to receive these blessings. So we're going to look at that in the end. And we're going to start here with a bunch of oracle cards to see what are the next blessings coming in. So let's have a look. We have closure, animals. We also have happy love, a joyful, stable partnership, and good friends. We have number 3 with that. We also have inside 34, opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. With this friend thing, if you felt drawn, I believe it was pile number 1. Maybe this is your sign that, hey, maybe it would be good for you to look into that reading as well. But we also have here 21 with resilience. 23 with gratitude. What the heck? These were literally numbers that showed up in pile number 1 as well. It's so interesting because it seems like the piles are interconnected today. But we also have fairy spotting and manifestation. So with the fairy spotting, it's time to go fairy spotting. It say that seeing is believing, but in fact the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. And manifestation, be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation, step 1. All right. So I really feel like one of your biggest, hugest manifestations is coming in. I feel like this is something that you may have been waiting for a very long time. And I even feel like you may have been in this place of, you know, just trying to be grateful for everything that you have and just trying to go with your life and trying to align with it and trying to just, you know, figure yourself out to see, okay, what is blocking me? I really feel like you have been doing that inner work to bring in this manifestation. And I feel like it is here now, apparently. This could very well be related with love. And it could be that there may have been a very toxic, long, heavy cycle that you needed to end. And I feel like that is definitely coming to an end. Maybe there's even this moment of like you're stepping up and you're putting an end to it, you know, and you're just speaking your truth and being honest with what you want and no longer wasting any energy on people that don't align with you, you know. And I feel like you're really getting into this place of like a lot of confidence. And maybe before you may have, not necessarily that you lacked confidence to speak your truth, but maybe you wondered a lot, like, what if I make the wrong decision here? What if I'm on the wrong path? What if I make a mistake and then I cannot take it back? It's like I feel like you were questioning yourself and you were questioning your intuition and your heart a lot, or especially your intuition, because I feel like your heart maybe was still aligned with or was still attached to someone, and you still had a lot of love for someone, and it was hard for you to let them go. But I feel like your intuition was telling you, hey, maybe it's for the best, you know? So I really get this feeling it's like you're letting go of someone and you're finally stepping into a new place. This doesn't have to be about love. It could also be we have good friends. So it could definitely be about a friendship here. We have partnerships. So it could be about some sort of partnership or some career that you're letting go of. But I definitely feel like one of your blessings coming in is definitely this closure of a cycle, of a very tough and heavy cycle that I feel like it has caused a lot of wounds and a lot of heartaches. And what is starting now, it's a completely new one, and it's like you're truly aligned with it. And I actually feel like you may have gotten into this point of like, I wonder if I'm even going to have it. I wonder if I'm even going to have something better than this. If it's that thing of like you start questioning, because if I walk away, maybe I'll never find something as good. And I feel like you clearly are finding something as good. So please do not give up on it. But let's see what the tea leaf fortune cards have for us. We have crown, honor and respect will come to you. We have caterpillar. The letter C could be like hugely significant. It's like that is all over the place. Caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. And we have carriage, another freaking C. What the heck? A journey, either physical or mental. Do we have a month with a letter C? I don't think so. But I'm actually hearing December, so that could be significant. But just, if you're dealing with someone with a letter C, maybe that is the person that you need to let go of. I actually feel like this could be like the new energy that is coming through. It's the new cycle, but maybe you have a letter C in your name. This, the letter C is also about like see something. So I feel like you're finally seeing the person for who they are. And I feel like you're finally letting go of someone that I don't feel like they're treating you right. And I feel like you're finding someone that does treat you right, and that, and that I feel like they're really going to cherish you and nurture you and really show you what you have been missing and show you all the beautiful things that this other person couldn't give you. And this could also be about career, and it's like someone is not just about talk. This company is not just about talk. Another C. It's like they give you all of the benefits that you're going to receive, and then it's like it's not just they show you the benefits, but they actually like they either make you talk to people or make you talk to your future coworkers, and like this person has been working here for this time, or they were in the same space, like maybe talk about them and ask any questions that you want. It's like I feel like they're really going to prove you something. They're really going to show you that they care and show you that they're honest about their offer. They're honest about what they want with you, and what they are hoping for this. For some of you, you could be meeting, if this is a new person, you could be meeting them through travel, especially with this carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. You could definitely be meeting them through some sort of travel, but I definitely feel like things are definitely changing for you, and I feel like it is empowering you quite a lot, which I really love. Let's pull some tarot here to get some more information. I'm also getting this thing of like with a journey, it's like this, I even feel like this could have been like a karmic past life cycle or something, and it's like that journey is coming to an end, which is really beautiful. So we have the Hermit. You're definitely wiser. We have the Three of Swords. Yeah. What are the blessings coming in? This is hidden. I feel like it's that thing. I feel like you questioned it so much that you don't even know that this is coming. And it may come as a surprise, like, I feel like not the closure part. I feel like that you may have already figured out. But I feel like the new opportunity, I think that it's going to show up very unexpectedly, sooner than you think, and in a very random, unexpected way. Especially with this Ace of Wands, like this is really fast energy. It could even be like by the next full moon, but we'll pull some more timing at the end. But I really feel like this is kind of hidden, and maybe, we have this full moon and the Seven of Pentacles. Like maybe this is something that has already been kind of worked on, and it could be the travel. It's like maybe we already have a travel set up and scheduled and booked. Everything is booked, and then boom, this, like, little do you know that on that travel you're going to meet like this beautiful person that they could be a Taurus. We have strong energy coming forward. Actually, strong energy, earth energy, I mean. We have Virgo, we have Taurus here, Libra, Pisces, Cancer. So yeah, but I really feel like this person is going to be beautiful and they're really offering you love. But for you to do that, you kind of need to let go of this, okay? For some of you, maybe you're married, or you're in a long-term relationship that is just not working anymore, or this long-term cycle, you know, of back and forth energy, of toxic energy, maybe lack of give and take, or lack of balance in give and take. And I feel like that is coming to an end. So that is one of your blessings, that cycle coming into an end. That is definitely a blessing. I do feel like it may hurt you, but I feel like with this Three of Swords, it's really interesting in this deck because usually it's like spears to the heart and everything. And yes, that is happening. But in this case, like, this is her own hand. You know, she's hurting herself. So I really get this feeling. It's like by you staying in that situation, you were kind of hurting yourself and you were, I don't know, causing more pain. And I feel like also all those what ifs and, oh my God, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing, instead of listening to your intuition and following your heart, I feel like that is also causing you a lot of pain. Because I feel like this was kind of, this pain, I feel like it was also created because of this person over here, like spying on you and maybe not leaving you alone. Or whenever you were talking about like going out and just like breaking things up, I'm done with this, like I'm moving out. Maybe this person always comes forward. It's like, oh no, wait, don't leave me, like I'll change or something. And they never do. And I feel like you're getting kind of tired of it. And it's like you just choose to walk away and to completely like move away from that energy. And I feel like because of it, first of all, this situation here, this karmic past life, super heavy cycle, it was teaching you a lot, okay? And I feel like your guides are asking you, please learn that lesson. Please be conscious of it, you know, and move on. Because like the lesson is learned. So now you just have to figure out, well, what exactly was the lesson? Maybe it was about like knowing your self-worth, which for me, Page of Pentacles, is a little bit about that. Learning about your self-worth, knowing what you deserve and what you want and don't want in a relationship. Maybe this situation kind of taught you that. Maybe it was about like learning how to follow your heart and knowing that you're not asking for too much, knowing that your intuition is actually accurate and you should follow your gut feeling a lot more often. You know, there is a lesson for you in this and you have learned that lesson. So what did you learn from this whole situation? And that, I feel like it's going to transform you in such a way, just like this caterpillar, right? You're going to transform into a beautiful butterfly and you're going to be free to fly wherever you want to go. And I feel like there is this, to be honest, I feel like you already know this person. They could be holding back feelings and just like waiting for their shot, waiting for the door to be open. And I feel like they're going to offer you something amazing. And again, it's going to be very passionate. I feel like it's going to be very, really, really exciting. And with that, all that pentacle energy, definitely grounded and secure and stable and solid and serious. Okay? So it's going to be really beautiful. But let's get here into what your guides would like you to do for you to connect with this energy a little bit better and for you to be able to actually receive it. So we have that energy card that you chose. Stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. Protect your energy. Yeah. We also have here, oh, learn the lessons. How crazy is that? Wow. That is amazing. Wow. We also have no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. Yep. And we have Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Holy cannoli. I promise I don't look at these before I start the reading. This is so crazy. This is so freaking crazy. I'm blown away. But essentially, I guess I already told you pretty much everything. Because it's like, again, learn the lessons, right? So what was this situation trying to teach you? And it's like you already learned the lesson, so you don't need to be here any longer. Now you are afraid, you are authorized, like now you have the permission to say no and to let it go. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but I feel like it's like I feel like you need to ask yourself this question of, is it going to be better if I stay here or if I say no? You know, and if I stop things and maybe hope for a better future, what is the best path here to take? You know, one of them is a little bit more scary than the other. And I feel like the scary one is letting this go and connecting with this whole new energy. And oftentimes, the things that scare us the most are the things that we actually are supposed to do, because are the things that our intuition is guiding us towards, but our ego, it's kind of afraid of it, so it's pulling us back. But if our intuition, our soul is guiding us towards that direction, if we really want that, it's because it's super freaking aligned with you, and it's super aligned with your spiritual path. And I feel like your energy is definitely rising high. I feel like you're definitely elevating your energy, and that is the Hermit. I feel like you're becoming so much wiser. And I feel like this person or this situation is like, it's just not at the same level. And it's like you need someone that can kind of catch up to that, and that can kind of provide you with the same type of effort, the same type of energy, and the same type of growth. And I feel like this person or this situation is just holding you back. So I really feel like it is time for you to let it go, because once you do, boom, new beginning, happy love, someone respecting you like crazy. Maybe you like, I even feel like with this carriage journey, it's also about like the journey between you and this new person. And we have manifestations, like this is everything you have been hoping for. This is your dream fulfilled. This is like everything you've always wanted, and this is going to transform you so much. And we have this like soul patterns, contracts, past lives. This was definitely like a contract that you had. The contract is over, so now you don't have to stay here, okay? And I feel like if you stay here, it would be from this place of like not wanting to hurt this person, or what are other people going to say. It's like, protect your energy. You need to put yourself first here, all right? Because, and again, I feel like, you know, this is a blessings reading, and it almost sounds like a, oh my God, this is ending. But the ending is the blessing, you know, and things falling apart between you and this person, you really coming to this closure, and you really quitting your job or whatever, that is really the blessing in itself. Because then it's going to lead to an even better and bigger blessing, okay? So, yeah. I really feel like it is time for you to kind of say no here and let go of, I really feel like for most of you, this is about love, and it's time for you to let go of someone here, okay? It's like the job here is done, so now you have other places to go and other places to visit, other people to meet and to discover, okay? So pile number 2, this is kind of intense. I'm sorry if it sounded a little bit more like tough love, but don't kill the messenger, please. But if it did resonate, and if you're excited for the big, beautiful manifestations that are coming forward, definitely smash that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe. I would absolutely love to have you here. If you are a cusp, or you know, you just want zodiac sign readings, definitely check out my other 2 channels, the Sunny Virgo and the Sunny Virgo Tarot. And if you want to support me any further, I would really appreciate that. We can have a private reading to kind of figure this whole thing out a little bit deeper. And you can also check out my Patreon. Those 2 links are going to be down below. And on Patreon, we have self-care content and twin flame readings, okay? So, with that being said, I love you very much. Timing! I always forget about timing. I also did for pile number 1. Timing here. Timing. Alright. So, we have summer, which is right around the corner. If you're watching this, on like the northern hemisphere, but we have not supposed to know, and within a year. So I really feel like it's like by the end of the year, your life is going to be completely transformed. I really feel that. And I almost feel like this not supposed to know, it's almost like it's up to you. But I really feel like this summer energy is going to be very impactful. And again, I feel like this new person is going to show up a little bit out of the blue, because I definitely feel like they are already surrounding you. And maybe that's what you're not supposed to know. It's like you're not supposed to know who this person is. But yeah. So with that being said, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi there, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the Truth card and this little guy, you're in the right place. Let's put our little guy over there to help us out through the reading. And the card that you chose is actually the last card that we're going to look at, because these are going to be what your guides would like you to do right now for you to be able to receive these blessings, and for you to be able to, you know, attract them easily, and, you know, just give them a sign that you're ready. So let's see here. What do we have for you? You actually had like a bunch of extra cards, so lucky you. But we have new beginnings. We love it. Financial health. Look at you, and freedom. Ooh, we love this. We also have air with the number 16. Work with the element of air to see the truth. And actually, funny enough, your pile is the truth card. And we have Trinket 5, 26, 555, manifesting money and income. So definitely money over here is a big theme for you. We also have nourishment, number 7, which 16 sums up to a 7. And we have motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies are, oh my god, wait. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Why? Because that is going to lead to a lot of hell of money, okay? So I really get this feeling like this is such a beautiful energy because you're super freaking aligned. We have number 7 here. We have number 8. We have 5s, which is all about change. But number 7, that is a very spiritual number, and it does mean that you are aligned with what you're trying to manifest. Number 8, that is a number of personal power. So it's almost like you're ready because you have been growing, both in like your confidence and also in your spiritual self. So it's like your soul, your higher self, your body, your your ambitious side, all of those things are ready for you to get into these new beginnings. And it's definitely a new beginning. Maybe it's like a new project, a new career, a new thing that you want to do. But for some of you, I'm hearing that you want to go back to school. That is definitely the place to go because this is going to lead to a lot of money. It's like you're going to get into this place of, this qualification for you to be able, people will look up to you and people will find, I don't know, it's like people will trust you. And I don't really personally believe that you need to be, go to college or anything like that or anything around those lines for people to see you that way. All it takes is hard work. So it doesn't have to be that. Okay, it doesn't have to be that you have to go to school to make this thing happen in a prosperous way. But this is your confirmation if you have been thinking about that. For some of you, this is about like you want to be a teacher. So there's also that. But I really feel like this new beginning that is happening here, especially around your career, apparently, it is something that I feel like it really motivates you. And I feel like maybe you have been lacking a little bit of that energy, or maybe you have been lacking a little bit of the motivation and the confidence to go towards it. And maybe that is the thing that you have been working on, because I definitely get these feelings like you're setting yourself free to, really attract and indulge in these new beginnings. Holy shit, I just saw 5555. So lots of 5s going on. It's like, I feel like things are going to happen very, very fast, especially because we have over here spring and we have new beginnings, which could correlate to like the new astrological year, which does start in spring with Aries season. And it could very well be that that is like the shifting point and everything starts flowing, everything starts shifting. Maybe this is something that you have already been working on and now it's time for you to, it's like we even have here like see the truth, and maybe it's like speak your truth. It's about putting your truth, your work out there. And I feel like that is definitely going to grow in a very nice direction. I also feel like with this like financial health, freedom, your finances are definitely improving a lot, and you're being able to, I'm getting for some of you, travels could be very significant. It's something that you really enjoy doing and it's something that is important to you. And so I really get the feeling like that is something that you're going to be able to do because you're going to have all of that money. And I also get with this nourishment, there's really this feeling of like, you're feeling happier, you're feeling more satisfied, you're feeling lighter, you're feeling more in tune with who you are and in tune with the things that you want. And so I feel like you're going to have this glow to you as well. Because you may also feel freer from, I don't know, maybe stress or toxic situations or anything like that, and I feel like you're just like fully in tune with who you are. And with this nourishment, it's like there's so much harvest here, and I feel like this is also talking about, and we even have like an egg here. Oh, that is beautiful. So it's like there's definitely that thing of like new beginnings, and it's like this egg is almost cracking up, and it is because you have been birthing a new version of yourself that is aligned with this new beginning, and now you're ready. Again, I really keep hearing you're ready. The time is now. Get going. Please do it. It's like, get into it. What are you waiting for? Take the leap, just do it. Just freaking do it. Because I feel like, especially if this is something that you have already been working on, if this is a project that you have already been working on, something you have already been building, you're going to harvest a lot from it, okay? So maybe in spring you will share it and you will kind of put it out there. It is going to be well received, all right? Very, very well received. But let's see what the tea leaf fortune cards have for you. So we have Tiger. Do something risky. Take a chance. Take the leap. Take the freaking leap. I feel like this could be something that is a little bit like out of your comfort zone. Something that, I don't know. I feel like I get this feeling like if your 11-year-old you, or even like it doesn't have to be even like that. It's like even if for example, 1 year ago, you would look at yourself right now, or 2 years ago, whatever. If you would look at yourself right now, I feel like you would be wondering, like, what the heck are you thinking? Are you crazy? Please stop doing that. It's like, I feel like you wouldn't totally agree with this. And now I feel like you just feel so confident, and it's like it's something that lights you up. And this tiger is full of energy, full of power and independence and ambition and courage. And this is you. This tiger is you. And I really feel like that side of you is wanting to blow up. You may have a lot of fire in the chart, or a very big, significant fire energy on your chart could be being activated right now. And we have that spring energy, Aries season. So it could be that, you have a very significant Aries energy in your chart. Maybe look at what house is Aries in. And that, I feel like it's going to tell you the specific house, the specific energy, the specific area of your life that is going to be activated during Aries season. But I really feel like, Aries, that first house is, well, and I say this because Aries is the ruler of the first house, but that is a lot about self. And I feel like your self-image is changing so much. I feel like you're seeing yourself as, you're seeing the truth of yourself. You're seeing yourself as, I don't know, you want to be a doctor. It's like, you know what? I'm a freaking doctor. I can do this. Maybe you want to be a writer. I am a fucking writer, I am the person that I've always wanted to be. I am it. I am she. I am he. I am that person, and I really feel like it's like you're taking a huge leap, and it's going to be so well rewarded. This is amazing. So we also have Torch, spiritual development, alignment, awareness, and understanding. Yeah, you're leveling up, honey. And we have Rabbit, too much concerned with sexual matters. So for some of you, there could also be like, you could be kind of going loose with your sexuality, in whatever way that is. Maybe you're exploring a little bit like casual sexual encounters. Maybe you're exploring just different sides of, sexual practices, different positions, different ways of viewing that side. Maybe you're literally exploring your sexuality, and maybe you're understanding, maybe I'm actually attracted to the other side. And you could be exploring that as well. But I also feel like with this sexual matters, that is a lot with the sacral chakra. And sacral chakra is the sexual matters, but is also passion. And whenever we're talking about sexual energy, you can use it, you can kind of funnel it into creativity, funnel it into inspiration, okay? So, and also maybe sex magic would do you very good. Maybe you can manifest very well whenever you do sex magic, which is essentially when you're reaching that I'm having troubles with YouTube and all those 18 plus readings, so I'm not sure how far I can go with the terms here, but when you're reaching that point, you can visualize like receiving money, or receiving like the approval for this project, or you can imagine yourself getting married or something like that. And that energy is going to be that energy is very powerful, and it's going to infuse that manifestation with a lot of power and a lot of determination, a lot of good positive energy. So that would be a great way for you to manifest this acceptance, approval, whatever the case may be. But you're definitely having such a big spiritual glow up here, and that I feel like it's going to reflect on your body as well. But it's I feel like you feel more energized. I feel like you feel more motivated, happier, and I feel like people around you are going to see that. That is for sure. You may also have like your libido your sex drive be really like up while you do that. But look at that, we even have the freaking King of Pentacles. Lots of Taurus energy here. King of Pentacles, the Hierophant. For some of you, I'm hearing very specifically, if you have a friends with benefits, that could be it could lead to a very stable partnership, okay? Whether that is, maybe it's not romantic and it's like financial, but with a Hierophant here, it could lead to a very long-term commitment, because we also had the 4 of Wands. So, but that I feel like it's a very specific message. But I really feel like this creativity, it is the thing that is going to lead you to a lot of money, okay? But we have the Knight of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles. Oop, come here. And we have the 6 of Cups. Okay, so I really feel like you're going to make your inner child very, very proud. I I feel like your next blessing here, it's again, that creativity, that thing that inspires you, that career, that school, whatever the case may be, that inspires you, it is going to be the thing that is going to bring you a lot of abundance. And I feel like you may, especially growing up, maybe you struggle a lot with money, and it's like, maybe your parents never really had enough, or you couldn't really buy a lot of things because then money may lack, or I'm also getting this thing of like, maybe you've invested in projects that it's like, for some time it would be good, but then it would kind of go back again. And it's like always this back and forth. And that is what we're talking about here, financial freedom. That is not going to be a thing anymore. And I feel like you're going to make your inner child very, very proud. I'm also getting, let me actually get a few more cards, because I feel like there could actually be a love message here. Is there anything about love that we need to know? Oh, wow. I do feel like there is something around love, but I don't think that you're supposed to know too much. But just know that it's like with the judgment, it's like you're super aligned with love here. And something could be changing very fast in your love life. But we do have the Hanged Man, Emperor, and Six of Pentacles. So something that you thought that was, and there we go with the Aries energy. I really feel like the beginning of spring, and this is Pisces, so Pisces Aries season, which is now, if you're watching this when this video is uploaded, those are two very significant seasons. But when you're watching this, but I feel like something here was stagnant and something wasn't really going forward. Maybe it's something of like a friends with benefits or something casual, or someone that maybe you thought that they were a player or something. I feel like that person is stepping up with the Emperor, and now they're really like, it's like they're providing something to you, and it's almost like they're coming forward with this energy of like, surprise, this is me, and this is how I feel, you know, and this is what I want to build with you. I do feel like they're very blocked and very, maybe, to be honest, I feel like they're scared. I feel like they're very afraid of getting hurt. But I really get this feeling, is like, if you're looking for love, a commitment is coming. But I feel like for most of you, this is definitely like the big portion of it is about money. It is about career. And I really feel like you're going to have a very solid career coming from here. It's just, again, it's not just something that you make a little good money and then boom, it just goes back down, and then, oh, you know, maybe another project and another good thing, but then it goes back down for like months or years. This is something consistent. Okay, this is something really good. And I feel like this is also something that is going to help you a lot in seeing those limiting beliefs, what was stopping you, what was preventing you from moving forward, what wasn't allowing you to create the things that you wanted. And maybe this is even something that I believe we've already talked about. It's like something that you have been building, because we even have here the turtle. And it's like, it has been moving slowly, but at the same time, you were creating a freaking tree. You know, you were building something so solid and so big and so powerful that no one can stop you now, you know? So it's nothing of like, slowly but surely you're going to get there. And I feel like the slowly, it's now finally over, because it's like, you're here, dude. You're ready. I'm really curious to see the timing on this, because I really feel like Aries season, beginning of spring, is going to have this huge, huge impact on you. So just know that your career is like having this big twist, obviously on the most positive way, but it may require you to take a leap here, to take a chance. All right. So let's actually see what your guides want you to do about this. So we have that truth card that you chose. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness, reserve judgment. And it's that thing we were talking about, how it's like if your 1 year ago self or 2 years ago self would look at this, they would think that you're crazy. They would think that, like, what are you doing? Why are you even considering this? And I feel like now, maybe even, you know, with that thing of the sexuality, it's like maybe 2 or 1 year ago, I really feel like you may have been in this place of like, no, I'm super sure of my sexuality, I'm super sure of this, or like, I'm waiting until marriage, or is like, if you are, totally respect that. But maybe now something is changing and you're like wanting to explore that and you're wanting to try something new. And I feel like you're kind of breaking free from society's judgments and from your own judgments and your own preconceived ideas. I feel like you've always had also this thing, since this is a lot about career, is like you've always had this image of, you know, this is my path, this is who I'm supposed to be, this is the career I'm supposed to be in. And I feel like now you're stretching that definition a little bit. It's like, you know what, maybe not, maybe I'm supposed to be a lot of things, you know. So don't judge yourself. Just go with the flow and do whatever feels right to you. But we also have here, be grateful. We have, oh my God, we have leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. This is amazing. And we have star seed. What lights you up? So you may resonate as a star seed, which essentially it's when you're from another planet and you reincarnate here on Earth to kind of help raise Earth's vibration. That is one of the main missions. This, star seeds always have like this collective mission, which is to raise Earth's vibration. And the individual mission is like, how do you do that? So in your case, it could be that this new beginning, this new career or whatever could lead you to your individual mission as a starseed to help Earth elevate its energy. So it could be part of your mission here, okay? But I really feel like you need to ask yourself, like, what lights you up? What makes you feel good? What makes you feel confident? What motivates you? What excites you? And do more of that, okay? It may be something really risky. It may be something that you never thought that you would do, but it is okay. It is safe for you to do that, okay? So it is really important for you to take that leap and to be happy about it because it's going to be really freaking successful, all right? And with this, be grateful. I feel like it's about this right here. I feel like you need to be grateful for all that you've learned until now in the career that you're currently in or that you're currently not in. Maybe you're unemployed, but all the things that you have already learned, all your past, all the career paths that you've been through, all the disappointments, all the things that hurt you, all the things that made you happy, all the things that you thought that would work and didn't, because at some point they did work. At some point, they did make sense to you. At some point, they were valuable and they are still valuable because they were teaching you so much and they did teach you so much. So even when it comes to money, it's like be grateful for every single penny that you own because that money is also energy. And it's going to feel your energy of gratitude or it's going to feel your energy of greed. And not greed in a sense of, oh, I need to have more, but this greed of, or maybe not greed, it's not the right word, this fear of maybe I don't have enough. Maybe, oh my God, money's going to run out. And when you do that, you get more attached to it. And when you get scared because wait, hold on, I'm free here and I have to do my thing too. And when you're grateful for every single penny that you have and you truly love it, it's love every single dollar that you own, every single dollar that is in your bank account, love it like it's a person. Because when you do that, you're not afraid to let it go because you know that that person is going to return. Maybe it's going to return with children and you're just going to be so happy because, they're creating a family and they get to share it with you, because you love them so much and you allow them to go. That is what happens. You spend money and then money comes back to you tenfold because they had little babies. Okay? So it's be grateful for every single dollar that you have. Be grateful for every single struggle that you went through, even if it is related with money, because maybe it taught you how to budget. Maybe it taught you that, there are things that are priorities and there are things that maybe you should consider and you should think twice before buying. All of the things that you went through, they have taught you a lot. So be grateful for everything in your past. Be grateful for all the people that you have met. Be grateful for everything because that allows you to be in the place that you are today. A very high vibe spiritual being. Okay? This is beautiful. This is really, really beautiful. I really love this for you. Holy shit, I just saw another 55. What the heck? That number would be really significant. So if you see it in the next couple of days, dude, you're freaking in line with it, okay? But let's see here. Or it may be even more interesting if you're working on that project or thinking about that project and you see 55, that is a hell of a sign, okay? It's saying that project, that thing right there is going to change your whole life. So let's see what we have for you. We have not right now. We have, in terms of timing, in the near future. Come here. In a few days. Yeah, I do feel like this is coming really fast and we have further in the future. So this is so beautiful because the timing here for this blessing, this is a lifetime blessing. I'm sorry, I just noticed that the video stopped recording, but I'll pull some photos and everything of what we have been seeing. But as we were talking here about timing, I really feel like this is something that is going to last a very, very, very long time. Okay, I feel like this is something that is going to be with you for, again, I feel like this is a lifetime, or until, until the next step of your mission comes forward and you may have to let this go, but it's like this is going to stay here for a very, very long time. Okay, and with this knot right now, I do get this feels like something that you have been working on, something that you have it's like something that may still be in the process of being created. So let's say we were talking like, for example, the doctor. It's like maybe you're still finishing up your major or whatever. I don't really know the process of doctors that they have to go through, but maybe you're still going through that school process. Maybe you're still waiting for the validation of your application to school. Maybe what else did we say? I believe we talked about writers. Maybe you're still writing that book. It's like, I mean, it's still not right now because it's still in the process of you finishing that up. But in the near future, that is going to change, and that is going to, it's like, may come to an end. And I really feel like that Aries season is going to be really significant. That springtime could be when you finish that major, when you get accepted to college or get accepted to work at that school, when you finish your book, and then you're able to release it. And in these next few days, I really feel like that motivation is going to change like a hell lot. I really feel like it's just going to, you're going to be going. And I feel like you're going to love it. I really feel like you're going to feel empowered and light and happy. And I feel like it's just going to make you feel so good. Okay, so my beautiful pile number 3s. This is what I have for you. I hope it resonated. I hope it helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. That is the easiest way for you to support me, and I would really, really appreciate it with all my heart, and I would love to have you here. But if you're a cusp or, a regular zodiac sign, maybe you're a Taurus, I do have individual zodiac sign readings and zodiac cusp readings on the Sunny Virgo and the Sunny Virgo Tarot, so definitely go check them out. And you can also support me further with a private reading if you want to dive deeper into this, or through Patreon. We have self-care content and twin flame readings, okay? So with that being said, I love it very much. I wish you the best, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi there, pile number 4. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose this little guy, let's put it right here. You're in the right place. And if you chose beauty, you're definitely in the right place. This is actually going to be the last cards that we're going to look at. This is going to be what our guides would like you to do for you to be able to receive this reading. This blessings, and for you to be able to align with them a little bit better. But let's get right into it. Oh, you actually have some extra cards, don't you? Let's see here. What do we have for you? So we have finding. Very nice. We also have compassion. We have over here number 22, Philosopher's Stone, powerful manifestation of wishes and goals. That sounds nice. We have fire. The element of fire heralds new life and positive transformation with the number 17. For some of you, this could be ages. Take that if it resonates. But we also have 36, patience, and inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. Okay, so I do feel like one of the blessings that is coming forward for you next, I get this feeling of like you're feeling a lot more lighthearted. And I feel like you could be getting into this place of perhaps not really caring what other people are saying, or, living life at your own pace, living life in the way that you want to, and not with other people's expectations. I also feel like there's this thing of like when you're having fun, you're actually discovering sides and parts of yourself that I feel like you couldn't discover otherwise. So I feel like that's already like something, excuse me, I'm having hiccups. That happens when I channel, but I feel like that is something that your guides already kind of want you to do. It's like indulge in more fun times, indulge in connecting with that inner child and doing something that you love, doing something that makes you happy, because that I really feel like it is going to help you discover something about yourself that I feel like it is going to be very transformative for you. So it could be that you discover a new talent, and that talent, it is going to be like a manifestation coming true, because it could lead to a lot of money, it could lead to a very fulfilling career. Maybe you will discover parts of yourself that maybe you don't appreciate so much, and you may find out that, you have someone, or you may want someone in your life that kind of helps you balance those parts of you. Maybe you're really bad with budgeting and you want someone that is good with finances, or you want to find a teacher that is good with finances. I feel like it's like I feel like the next blessing is you discovering a lot about yourself, and then you're receiving the tools for you to be able to continue that discovery and tune into that discovery. So that's really good. I also feel like there could be something here, especially with this patience and the philosopher's stone. There's something here around like something you have been working really, really hard on, and for a very long time, that could be coming true, and it could be coming to fruition here. So it could be something that you really love and something that you have been trying to make happen. I feel like that is happening, okay? And I'm also getting something here. I'm hearing paint specifically. So if you're wanting to be a painter, maybe you're getting some sort of opportunity to do that. But I'm also getting like with that paint energy, it's like you can create anything that you want. So I feel like this is going to be a very like prosperous or abundant time for you to manifest your dreams, because I feel like anything that you want, I feel like you're in a very powerful place to attract all of those things. So I feel like one of the biggest blessings that is coming forward is definitely something that you have been working on and something that you have been trying to manifest for a very long time. That is definitely coming in. I also feel like there's definitely some sort of love, kind of, not necessarily love in terms of romantic relationships, but like a friend or like people. I feel like there's someone here that you're meeting or a relationship that is developing that I feel like it's very I don't know, I feel like it helps you connect a lot more with yourself and who you want to be. That is interesting. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, we have Secret Admirer. Yeah. So it may be someone that you already have in your life, but I definitely feel like there's like possibly some romance, but I just feel like it's almost like a part of you that you don't like. It's a part that this person really admires because they feel like they lack at some level. And the same, I feel like it's true for you. It's like there is a side of them that you admire so much and they're so insecure about it, you know? I feel like there's a little bit of this energy, and I really feel like you could help each other to grow and to heal, so that's really good. We also have Mountain, major challenge to overcome. Oh, goodness, come here. Mountain Road, you are on the road to success. That is interesting, because it even looks like the same mountain. And we have Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. That is beautiful. So I really feel like when it comes to, for example, I don't feel like it's a specific success. I feel like it's a success in terms of your life's happiness overall, you know? I feel like it's a success that it's not defined by value, by status, or what you have or what you don't have. I feel like it's just this overall happiness, and you're really on that path. I feel like there could be some things that it's dependent on a side of you that you find out. And I also get this feeling of like you may need to rest a little bit more. But I really feel like this challenge is being overcome. That is a blessing because you're finding a tool, you're finding something about you, maybe through someone else, that I really feel like it's going to help you lead to or continue on this road to success and to see your progress here. So I really feel like your biggest blessing here is something that you have been wanting, and maybe it seemed tough and stuck, and maybe it's causing a lot of stress. I really see that dissolving, and you know, you finalizing that project, or you reaching the top of the mountain and finally overcoming that obstacle. Just know that you are on the right path. Like you're already doing so good. And I really feel like on the other hand, there's also like some sort of love or friend kind of energy, someone new that is coming in. So we have the Emperor, we have the Three of Swords, we have the Hermit, we have Strength, and the Six of Cups. So we have some Aries, Virgo, and Leo coming through. But look at that. We have here, maybe this is all related with the same thing. It's like maybe you have been wanting love, but it's constantly like you constantly have blockages and people hurting you, and you know, people lacking compassion, not really understanding you. Maybe there's something around those lines, because again, there we go with the stress and the anxiety, and it's like you have to fight these people, and it's kind of getting tiresome. And I feel like you're kind of at this point of perhaps giving up, or like I wonder if I'm ever going to have that. I wonder if my dreams are actually coming true. I wonder if I'll ever actually have this thing. And I definitely feel like you do. I feel like this person could already be around you. Maybe it's someone from the past. I don't think that it's someone from the past that you had a relationship with. I feel like this is like an old friend, And maybe that's the inner child energy as well, is like maybe you need to go back to your hometown for a little weekend getaway and you may reconnect with that person there, or reach out to like an old friend. That could also be it. But I really get this feeling of like your inner child is going to be very proud of you because you're finally overcoming here a very tough cycle of heartache and pain and anxiety, and this feeling of like you have to be strong and you have to put a strong face, and a strong front. And it's like you deserve to be vulnerable and to have people support you. And I feel like you're meeting that person very soon. I really feel like you're aligning with that person more and more every single day, because I feel like you're also, again, I feel like every single day, and especially if you do start that inner child work and like playing more and connecting more with having fun, maybe, just painting with fingers and figuring out like what comes up, and maybe it has actually a meaning. Maybe you were thinking of, what, I'm gonna draw a dolphin, and then it ends up, and you actually end up drawing a flower, and maybe that actually has a symbolism. It's like that flower needed to come through, has a message for you, and you were just having fun and going with the flow. And I feel like that helps you discover parts of you and discover what you want and what you don't want. And I really feel like that is going to help you to bringing this person along more. But I really feel like there is this cycle here that is definitely coming to an end. And I do feel like it was really, really hard. I feel like you've also grown a lot and you've learned a lot. But I feel like I really get this feeling, it's like you may feel down and frustrated because that is not happening, and you start questioning it. But I really get this feeling of like, as you connect more with your authentic side and with your authentic self, I feel like you connect more with like this fearless, courage, authentic version of you. And it's like you're shining. It's like this finding is like you're a treasure here. So I do feel like for you, the biggest blessing that is coming forward is this thing of like a challenge year, especially a tough cycle, is coming to an end. And I feel like it is something that you have been fighting for a very long time, and you have a wish coming true. And I do feel like for most of you, this is about love, and you could be meeting someone. If it is not about love, I definitely feel like you're finding a talent that you have, and you're being able to kind of transform your life through that talent. Maybe just internally. It doesn't have to be that you're going to use it as a career, but maybe just internally that talent helps you express your emotions and helps you make sense of life. And I feel like it's going to be very powerful for you, and very, very, very significant. All right, so let's see here. What do we have? In terms of what your guides would like you to do next for you to be able to receive this blessing. So we have beauty, which is the card that you chose. Today you are created of beauty. You are blessed with moments that let you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that all is well in the world. We also have bubble bath and face mask. So there's that thing. I really feel like you may need to slow down, especially if it is something around like work, or even if it is not something around work, but you may be kind of being hard on yourself and just need a little break. I feel like you need to be kinder to yourself, and you may need to relax a little bit more, okay? So that is also connecting with your inner child. It's like making time for you to, for example, you love playing video games, play video games. You love reading, read a good book, make time for those things. I feel like that is going to be really important, because again, it's almost like through reading a book, it's like one of the books talks about a subject that you discover that you really like. And that could be a sign that it's like dive deeper into that, because that is your talent, But I also feel like with this beauty, there's a feeling of like gratitude and trying to see beauty all around you, and trying to see beauty like in your past cycles as well. Like, what can you take from those experiences? How can you learn from those experiences? Or what can you learn from those experiences? How can you grow, and how can you become like your best version here right now? All right. We also have align your life. What is not aligned or needs changed? Needs change, period. We have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So these two are very connected. And then we have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So for some of you, maybe you kind of have to let go of someone here that you haven't yet. And because it does appear that, there is this big pain that is still attached to you. Maybe it's just that pain that you need to let go of, just as if it's something easy. But I do feel like it could be attached to a person. And it's like you may be resisting the idea of letting go of that person. And it's not that you're going to that you have to let it go for like all eternity and never get back with that person again. But it could be that right now it is what is good for you, and it is what your inner child needs from you right now. I feel like there's some level of that. Of you being kinder to yourself, resting more, and like, if you knew that you would be supported, what would you do? If you knew that connecting with yourself, being kind to yourself, and understanding that doing what is good for you is actually the best path to go, what would you do? Because I feel like there's this feeling of like, if you haven't yet, maybe you would let go of someone. And for some of you, I really get this feeling of like, maybe you need to let go of, especially with the patience, like maybe you have been waiting around for someone, and I really feel like your guides are asking you like, hey, maybe it's time to let this go for a little while. Maybe you even have a soulmate here that you may need to experience. Again, not to say that you're not going to get back with this person, or that, they're a toxic person and you should never look at them again. It's not to say that. It may just say that, right now you're not aligned, and you may need to connect with someone that is aligned with you right now in the meantime. So this person can kind of catch up, and you can perhaps like learn new things, how to accept and embrace different sides of you that maybe this person cannot embrace yet. And I feel like it is going to be very transformative for you. And I feel like maybe this is even something that you have already considered, but you have been kind of avoiding it and resisting it. And I feel like this is your confirmation that maybe it's time to let go. Okay, because there is definitely something here that you kind of need to block out a little bit. Because it's definitely something that is causing you a lot of pain and anxiety, maybe insecurities. And it's kind of sabotaging this wish fulfilled. Okay, because you are receiving a wish. It may just not be what you're expecting. All right? So maybe it's time for you to open up a little bit and to kind of write a list of all the things that, like all the qualities you would like in a partner. And does that list align with the person that you're waiting on? And maybe there are a few things that this person is doing that doesn't really align with that. And maybe there is someone that will align with that. So I really feel like it's time for you to change something up here. All right? Because I really feel like you have a beautiful soulmate waiting for you. And they really want to play and have fun. And I really feel like it will be a beautiful, loving, caring, healing relationship. All right. And again, I really feel like you're also going to find different sides of you, because I really get this feeling like there is a side of you. Maybe it's this compassionate side that maybe this other person didn't accept or thought that it was a weakness. And I feel like this new person is going to come in to tell you, hey, that is actually like the most beautiful side of you, and I admire that side so much. And I was really needing that side of you right now in my life, I feel like you have that, the side of you that I feel like it's hidden, the talent of you that is hidden, something inside of you that is hidden. It is going to have a lot of impact in someone else's life. And I feel like it is needed right now. And I feel like the way for you to get out of it is to put yourself first and to break free and to embrace those sides yourself and to not settle more than anything. Okay? So I hope this made sense. I wasn't counting on it, but this turned out to be a little bit of a heavier reading. But I hope this helped. Let's pull some timing here. Sorry. I keep forgetting about the timing. But yeah, let's see. What do we have for my pile number 4s in terms of timing? So we have over here next month. We also have coming quickly. Not right now. We have over here in a few years. Yep. And in a few weeks. So I feel like this is the new soulmate kind of energy. Next month, in a few weeks, coming quickly, I feel like this is the person that wants to come through. And I feel like this person that you're kind of letting go of and maybe waiting on, this may also apply as a career, by the way. It could be that you're kind of waiting for a career to take off or something, and you may need to tap into a different talent for the time being, and explore that a little bit, because maybe you'll actually learn tools for you to be better at the career that you're waiting to take off. And it's like that tool is what you need for the career to take off. It's like there's a little detour that I feel like you may need to do. And I feel like then you may actually, if that would be of your desire in the future, there would be a possibility for you to go back into this person, into this career in a few years from now. Okay. But right now, I just don't think that it's aligned. All right. And you have someone that is definitely a blessing and definitely wants to come through, or talent that definitely wants to come through, and it can make you very, very happy. Okay? So, pile 4, no, now that is the time. I hope this resonated and helped somehow. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. And if you're a cusp or a regular zodiac sign and you would like individual readings for those, you can check out my other 2 channels, the Sunny Virgo and the Sunny Virgo Tarot, for those readings. And if you want to support me any further, you can check out my private readings if you want to dive deeper into this, or my Patreon, where I have self-care content and twin flame readings. Okay, so with that being said, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.